one test.
Well, I haven't made it yet. So I don't know. I'm going to have to do all of them. Okay, I'll just do your answer for number 1 and see if you get it right. Okay, so the mean, it was 9.7. The median is 10, and the mode was 15.
Yes.
You had to put them in order to find the median. Any questions on number 1?
I had no questions on number 2.
Number 2 was B. It was, just find that number that was really far off. Okay, is everybody okay with B? All right. Number 3, y'all said y'all didn't do this one, right?
No.
I did.
I did A.
Yeah, I did A.
Oh, I didn't do B.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so find the mean, median, and mode, and then we'll see which one works the best. So to find the mean, you added all the numbers up and divided by 5. And what did y'all get for your mean?
13,155.6.
Okay, yeah, so they got 13,156 for the mean. 13,156 is my mean. Okay, then the median, to find the median, do I need to write all of them in order?
Yes.
I have to write them in order. So it would be this one, then this one would be in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's good with that's my median right here.
There's no mode.
Okay, there's no mode. So you would write no mode. There's mean, median, mode. Then it says, explain which measure of central tendency would best predict. So it looks like, okay, I know which one I would pick. Obviously not the mode, right? There's not one. So it's between the mean and the median. Let's look at our mean. Does our mean seem like it falls in the middle of 11,000, 12,000, 12,000, 13, and 15? Yeah.
Median's 12,700?
Yeah, because I forgot.
Yeah, because you have to put them in order.
So we both hit that one.
They have to be in order to find. Even on number 1, they had to be in order, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, anyway, I would actually pick the median here to be my measure of tendency that I would use, because that 15,000 is kind of high. So what's it doing to my mean? It's kind of lifting that number up a little bit, but this number seems to be more in the middle of my data. Does that make sense? I would just put the median.
Okay.
That's all it wants. Let me see what they said. They said the median is the best choice because it's not skewed by a high outlier. Because they were just basically saying,
Do
hey,
we have to explain like that there, or can we just put?
you could just put it, but put the right one. If you get it wrong, but you still explain it good enough, I might give you that as your answer. So, but it's because the mean seemed a little bit high. You can even put that. The mean seemed a little bit high, so I would go with the median. It's more in the middle of the data. Okay? Is everybody good with that one? Mm-hmm. All right. Now let me do number 4. I told y'all I wanted to go over this one with y'all because it's calculator, right? I want to refresh your memory. So on number 4, you're going to take your data. It does not have to be in order. Your calculator is somewhat smart. So you're going to go see this little statistics button. That's what we're in, is statistics. So we're going to press it, and we're going to edit. And my list is clear, so make sure.
I need to find the statistics button.
It's stat. It's kind of by that little arrow.
Wait, how do I clear it?
Go up to L1 and press clear. Enter. Okay?
See stat plot.
Just press stat. It's right here. Look up. It's right here under the delete button.
Oh gosh.
And then press enter for edit. Okay. Now we're ready to enter in our data, right? 24, 18, 29, 21, 16.
Does it matter if I put them in there?
No, 23, 13, 11. Your calculator's smart.
What if I did that?
That's fine. It's still going to use the same data. Okay, are we good with that? Mm-hmm. All right, now we want a box and whisker plot. So do y'all see this stat plot? Mm-hmm. So that's when we're going to plot the statistics. So I'm going to press second y equals. And they have them off, which is good. We always want them off, but now we need to use them. So
And use the first one too.
okay, that's because that's what we've been doing in here. So press enter, yeah. And I'm going to turn mine on. I actually have to press the enter on the button for on. And then I'm going to go over to my box and whisker plot. Do y'all see it's this one? I've got it on flash, and y'all should be set on that if y'all are already. Okay, so I've got to turn mine on. I've been using my calculator for other
Now what do we
classes.
do after
Oh,
that?
it's that one.
It's this one. It's
Okay.
okay. After that, we're going to graph. But hold on, I gotta clear out mine. Okay, so see my stat plot is on. You just press graph, and
My thing is already zoomed. It's gonna be over to the right.
hold
Oh, wait,
on.
mine's like not hooked.
Mine didn't
That's
show
fine.
anything.
But mine's on
Oh,
Zoom.
do you know why mine didn't show anything? Mine's going out to 10. Where do these numbers start at? 11, and they go to like 30, right? So where?
You change that.
Go to your window, press window, and I need to go out further on my x-axis.
Usually 30.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to press. Let me look at 30.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's how mine
perfect. Okay,
Mine was already done for some reason.
now I need to match the numbers. All these pretty much look the same to me. Do they look very similar to you? So what you're going to do is I think it's the trace button. Yes, it is. That's the middle. And it tells me that's the median. It's 19.5. So that
So we
matches.
already know
It's not C, but we have to check all of our other numbers. So I'm going to go to the right, okay, and that's my quartile 3, and we're finding the 23.5.
It's not B.
It's not B. And my N number, they all say the same thing, so I don't have to worry about the N number. So let me go to the left,
Oh, yeah.
Your quartile 1.
and this one's 14.5.
It's not D.
So it's not D, so it is A. How do we feel on that?
Those are bad.
It's not. It's just figuring out your stat plot.
You
Like
go to stat and put it in, and you press
stat plot.
graph.
And then and if your graph, look at your numbers. If your graph isn't showing it, maybe you need to change. Y'all, I don't ever mind helping with a window. I don't. Okay, are we good with first 4? First page done. All right.
Is this a long test?
No, how many questions? This is only 28, but because of time, I might take a few off if there's like a few repeat. Like 5 and 6 are the same thing, right? I would only do one of these. So on number 5,
Oh, do the one without the table.
okay, I was about to ask you, do you want me to show you on the calculator or by doing the table? Calculator. So we're going to go to stat, right? We're in statistics, and we're going to edit our data. Okay, so I'm just going to go up to list 1, go up to L1, press clear, and enter. And it clears the whole thing instead of delete, 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 delete. And then I'm going to enter in these numbers. 1, 9, 4, 12,
And then click
13,
second stop.
13.
Second one.
Oh, wait, hang on.
No, well, we're not going to plot this. We don't need to plot anything. We need some calculations, right? So I'll tell you in a second. Did everybody get their numbers? I am.
Oh, there we go.
I'm not even on that. Stat again.
And then go.
Calculation.
So click
And it's the
stat
first one.
again.
Well, let me let Emily, but yes. I'm waiting on you, Emily. Are we ready? Okay, did you get all your data in? So you're gonna press stat and go over to calculate. And that's what we're gonna calculate is those and press
which
enter.
one do we?
Okay, I'm gonna show you. I had to remember to tell Mason on this one. It took me a minute. Your standard deviation is that bottom number, that 4.6. Okay? Oh, I didn't realize there was more. Oh, I didn't know it told me all that. The median, the quartile range, it tells you everything.
Wait, do I need
Okay,
to click calculate?
So not the
again?
bottom number. You have a fancier calculator. You do. This number right here is your standard deviation. So first of all, you want to check this one right here.
Oh, yeah.
And this number up here is the mean, the 8.6 repeated.
So we already know it's on D or C.
So this is the mean, and this is the standard deviation. But do y'all remember how to find the
The
variance?
mean is the very first one.
The mean is the X with the bar over it. And then this one right here is your standard deviation.
Why doesn't it give us the variance?
Oh, all you do is square this number. All you have to do is square it. So you would just type in like type in a few decimal places, 4.643 or something, and square it, and it should give you really close to
Which one do you square?
the standard deviation. Oh yeah, well they might have just squared 4.6 like Emily was saying, like on the paper. Just 4.6 squared. Does it give you 21.6? Okay. No?
21.2.
Well, what if I did,
That's 21.
let me do 4.6427 squared. The more decimals I go out,
I'm trying to do a number 6.
the closer it got. Does that make sense though, y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, but by process of elimination, you could tell it was B, right? Number 6, they want us to work out like the table. Or y'all, just enter in your data. Do you want to just look, here's your data right here.
Yes.
Bam, 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 bam. Enter in your data. Edit.
53, 51, 48, 41, 37. And then click stat. Okay. Okay, now what do we do on this?
Oh,
We just
fine.
we put.
So this is the same thing. The mean, the variance, and the standard deviation. So what's your mean on this one, y'all?
47.6.
And then the standard deviation is 5.6. And then square this number to get your variance. And y'all, if it's close, it's fine. I mean, I don't know what they squared. Let me just try 5.6 squared. 31. They got 31.36, and on here they just put 31. They just put 31. So they didn't. I could tell, y'all. Whatever you put, I'll be able to tell that you squared it. What were you asking, Emily?
Is this the stuff that we did just like by ourselves? Like,
31.
Wait, what's the variance? Wait,
Yeah. Do you want to do the chart? You can do the chart
so it'd be like.
if you'd rather do the chart. But yeah, that's the stuff.
5.6 squared.
And y'all, this is
I
the.
got 31.4. You round.
That's fine. They put 31, so I'd have taken any of them. And I'm going to take some of these off of there because look at number 7 and look at number 8. What are they? They're all the same thing. And okay, now number 9's different. But do I need to go over 7 and 8, or do y'all?
Just give us the answers.
Yeah. You want to try them for a second?
I'd like to.
Okay, let me give y'all a second, and then I will give y'all the answers.
know how to do 8.
Okay, so we said, sorry, real quick, there's the answers to 7 and 8 because Mason's not here. I want to make sure he sees those. Okay, and then number 9 is the one we're on. We have all of our data. So I need to find the mean and the standard deviation, right? So I'm going to type it in. This is a little time consuming, so don't worry, there'll only be one of these on there, okay? Either 9 or 10. Do y'all want me to do both of them or just one of them?
Do both.
Okay, so we'll go in and edit, clear this out.
Put our numbers in.
Yeah, so I'm on number 9. And I'm going to enter in all the numbers. No, these don't have to be in order, but in a second, I have to do a number line.
Do we click stat?
You're going to do the little, I hope I got all my, I wasn't checking, stat calculate, and you're going to find your mean and your standard deviation. Did you get this? Because I did mine really fast. Did y'all get that for your mean and standard deviation?
I got 107.
I got 111.
Yeah, I got what you got.
Check your numbers.
111.
And I think it wants us to go,
135, 71, 69.
I guess it doesn't say how to round. So I'm just going to do 111 and my standard deviation of 30. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to do 111, and I'm just going to do my standard deviation of 33. I think I'm going to do that. Okay.
Which one fine?
Well, watch. So look, let me write this down. Okay. Does everybody understand that my mean is 111 and my standard deviation is, 33. Does everybody get that? Now, what we need to do is put all of our numbers on a number line that they've listed, and then I'm going to mark the mean, and I'm going to go out and see how many standard deviations I have to go out. So watch. Just let me put all my numbers on the number line. What's the smallest number they have? It looks like it's 69. And what's the largest number they have?
161.
One. Yep, you're right. Okay, so I'm going to go from like 65 to, should I count by fives? I think I will. 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Oof, I hope I make it. 105, 110, 115, 120. I'm not going to make it. 130. I'm going to have to redo
These are
mine.
too much work. We should not put these on.
No, I'm putting 1. I got to redo my number line. Should I count by tens?
I did fives.
Y'all did fives? Y'all's all fit?
I'm writing small.
Wait, do we have to write number lines?
Yeah, you have to have a number line so you can count out. The bottom one has a number line for you.
Can you do the one that has a number line?
Yeah.
For real.
I went to 145.
But we got to go to 161.
I have crud nuggets.
Yeah, I don't want it. That's all I can get.
I made it. Okay, I got them. I got all my numbers. Now, this says that the mean is, oh wait,
Is it okay if I went to 150?
let me mark them all. I mean, yeah, but look, just kind of know where they are.
Yeah.
So now we mark them. Do y'all remember the little X plots? 135, I'm marking 1 there.
Oh.
Does everybody remember this? What's my next number? 71, I'm marking 1 there. 69, I'm marking 1 there. 80, 158, 152,
Oh no.
161, 96, they're spread all over the place, 122, 118, 87, and 85. Okay, I'll give y'all a second. I've marked them. Now I have to use that mean and standard deviation. I'll wait on everybody.
Would you just dot where your main and standard?
Well, yeah, so like my mean was 111, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to put 111 right here. And now I'm going to count by 33. So like I would have to take, is everybody ready or no?
Mhm.
No, I'll wait a second.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, I got it. What are we doing?
I marked my mean. Is everybody ready now?
Yeah.
Yeah? No. Where are the X's? Do y'all know where the X's came from? Those are the numbers that they gave me. That's all my data. That's the numbers they gave me. I put them on here. How are we doing on time?
122 or low 22.
Okay, we're good. We'll be more than halfway done. We'll pick up the pace here in a minute. These just take a while. Okay, are we good now? I marked my mean as 111, right? And then my standard deviation. So what am I going to add to that? 33. Did y'all remember getting the standard deviation?
Why did you put 3 lines?
3 lines. What do you mean? Oh, no, that's 111. That's the number, 111. That's my mean. So I marked where it is. That's 111. That does look, I was like, what do you mean 3 lines? Okay, now I'm going to add 111 plus 33. Does everybody know where 33 came
Where did
from?
you get 111 from?
Okay, remember when we typed them all in the calculator and I said, let's write down our mean
Yeah.
and our standard deviation. So I'm marking the mean as 111. Now standard deviation means I must add and subtract that. So if I add it, I'm at 144. If I subtract 111 minus 33, I'm at 78. Did all my data fall within one standard deviation? No. So what do I do again? do another one and let's see if it all falls in two.
It's to 45.
But yeah, it will all go, so if
144 plus 33 is 177.
177.
Is that 4?
And that falls, yeah, so that's two, no, it's two standard deviations. 78 minus 33 is 45. That's way over here. So does it all fall within 2 standard deviations? So what's my answer? 2.
Or do we have to write the number line? Can we do that mentally? Because I can write.
You can do it mentally?
Yeah.
That's fine. You can do it
Well,
mentally.
you just
But
gotta
I
find, you
mean,
just gotta find your mean, and then
Or
you
you should just do like number 10 and give us the number line.
Yeah.
I was just going to do like number 10 and give you a number line. I see
That's
what you're
what I'm
saying. You could just
So once you find
add,
the mean, you find
and
the
then you
rise,
know
and the
how many
lowest
times does it go above. Yeah, but this is what we learned. Let me just do y'all want me to do number 10?
Yes.
Okay, number 10. There's our number line. They already gave it. They already marked them on there. What is our data? I'm going to put it in my calculator because they didn't list it for me. So I'm going to go to stat and edit. What's the, oh, let me clear it out.
16.
Yep. So I'm going to give y'all a second. Do y'all see they marked the numbers? They are 16, 19. What's the next one? 25,
32.
32. I've covered them up.
38 and 40.
38 and 40. Okay. Then what am I going to do? I'm going to find my mean and my standard deviation.
28.3.
So I'm at 28 and I'm adding 9.
Wait, what did you get for your mean?
28. Well, it's really 28.3. But I don't know if they
Am I
want
missing
decimals.
Yeah, that's too hard.
What?
Huh? 28, girl.
No, what'd you say? You said something too hard.
What?
Oh, so it's
not-
gonna fall
doing
into.
decimals too hard. Wait, and our thing's 9?
Yep, and it's 9. So does it fall within 1 standard deviation if I'm at 28 and I go up 9?
No.
No. Does it fall within 2 standard deviations? Yes. So that's your answers 2. That's
you
all.
can just circle the page somewhere.
That would be your answer, yeah. All right. Can we keep going?
Yes.
Okay. We should pick up the pace now a little bit.
Well, not with all these word problems.
No, it's not bad. All right, let's see what it says. A restaurant chain's owners are trying to decide if they want to open up a franchise in your town. To help them decide, they want to find out how often in your town people go out to eat. A researcher interviews people that are leaving a restaurant. What is this method that they used? It's a convenience. It's convenience because they just went to one little place and they're asking people. Is there bias?
Yes.
Yes.
And you must explain why. That's where your credit comes in. Yes, there's bias. Why?
Because they're already at a restaurant. So
Because you're interviewing people who are going to go out to eat more often.
Wait, say that again.
There is bias because you're interviewing people who will go out to eat often. Does that make sense, y'all? A lot of times in this class, I would have people answer the questions. Please don't answer the questions. Like, how often in your town do people go out to eat? And some people would put like 4 times a week. And that is not what it's asking. Please don't. Just read your question.
I hope the one with us is like really similar to that one. Because I don't remember all the types of.
Oh, so there's convenience, there's random, there's systematic. I always forget the last one, whatever it is.
Well, what's the difference between random and systematic?
Systematic is like every 7th or every 3rd person.
So there's bias.
Self-selected.
People who go out to eat often.
Huh? Yeah, because you're asking people who'd go to eat often. Self-selected was the other one. Okay.
Usually one thing.
Number 13. A candidate for the Senate. Isn't that the one? No, I'm on number 12. Sorry, I skipped one. This is the type of sampling method used. We just talked about those. A trucking company places a card with their office phone number on the doorstep of every home within 5 miles. What's that?
Systematic.
But it's every home. Systematic would be every 7th.
So
But it's within within 5 at every 5 miles.
self-selected.
No, it's just random.
Convenience.
I would say it's
Oh,
convenience.
Yeah.
It's just convenience. They just went within that 5 mile area. They didn't have to drive all over, and they just did every one of them.
Wait, I'm
Systematic is going to be like every third, or every fifth, or every seventh, or something like that, or every other.
Convinced, right?
Um,
I'm not gonna.
So we don't have to explain that one.
no. The next one. A candidate for the Senate creates an automated message that calls every third listed phone number. Every third. Systematic.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm not good at this.
It's the same types of
I think we
questions usually.
should be allowed to open that card with like the explanations of all of them.
Essentially.
I don't know. Okay. Oh, this is the one where people would answer the questions a lot. It does seem like you would answer the questions, but look, it says, is there bias? Okay, so please, no.
What do you think would help students pay more attention in class?
And I would have people answer that
Well,
question.
it depends on
Don't answer the question.
Bias,
Just,
'cause it says, what do you think?
who are they asking.
like, it's just, is there any bias in the question? What do you think would help students pay more attention in class?
I don't think
It
so.
just says, what do you think?
I don't see any problems myself. But y'all, if you find a problem with it, argue your case,
But
and
this
then you'll
one
get your
does.
credit.
It says they have the power to kill a person for breaking the law.
Yeah.
Wait, so what do we put on 14?
I didn't see any bias in that one. Let me see what they said.
It says, what do you think?
No bias. It was not a loaded question. It's not leading. It doesn't have several different things going on at once in the question. It's just a simple question. Should a state have the power to kill a person?
It's like using very harsh language.
Yeah, so it's a loaded question is what they called. But look, you can put no, it has very harsh language. Okay. Like how it-
loaded questions too.
Don't-
16, because it says
Don't you think they call that a
On
leading
number
question?
16, there is bias.
Yes.
Slow down.
Yes.
Yeah, you
I'm
are
trying to
right.
answer the question.
Okay, I'll slow down. Number 14, no bias. Number 15, we said yes, there's bias. It's a loaded question, or it has harsh words, or, something like that.
Don't you?
Like they said, you should use capital punishment instead of kill. I mean, you don't have to say that part, but that's just how they were
Do
explaining.
you think that Barry Sanders retired from the NFL too early?
Like,
I
don't
said
you
no
think?
bias.
Don't you think?
Oh.
Persuasive.
Yeah, you're persuading them to agree with you. Like they call that leading. It's a leading question. You're leading them to go along with what you're saying. Don't you think that? Because then that makes people be like, yeah, I do.
So there is bias. It's a leading question.
Yes.
Can I just put persuasive language?
Yes.
Students ask
Them.
every
Oh, I didn't see this one.
fifth person to board the train with what is their favorite color? Which type study method is described in each situation?
Survey. Controlled experiment.
Or observational?
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. That's that. Okay, a controlled experiment is when I give one person a drug and not the other person, and I see. A controlled experiment is when people are affected. Are you affected if somebody asked what your favorite color is? No, it doesn't affect you at all. It was just a question. An observational study is maybe when I observe a plant growing. Like I'm just watching it. Okay, like that you're observing something happening. A survey is a question.
Well, I knew it was going to be observational.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of people don't know that.
Huh?
Can we have a note card?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we're gonna do.
At least the names. Like,
Or just put these same exact questions.
Y'all are asking for too much. We're getting through this pretty quick now. Okay. We still have some more time. Let's keep going. Okay, another word problem. I was thinking, does 18 go with underneath it? No, this is its own problem. During a recent local election, a survey of 50 voters was conducted to determine if a candidate was likely to win or not. 40% said that they would vote for candidate A. 42% said that they would vote for candidate B. And 8% were still undecided. Can you make a good conclusion of who's going to win the election, or do you think it's too early?
It's because there's too many undecided voters.
Yeah, because if you're only looking at 50 people And it's that close, 40% and 42%. That's only 2% apart.
Is it not enough information?
You just said.
And I would say it's too early because there's still so many undecided. It's too early to tell. Let me see what they said. What number is that? 18. The sample's small, and it says there's a high rate of undecided people, and it could change the outcome.
It's too early because there are still too many undecided.
Yep. Now, do y'all remember on this part where it has the bar graph, what do they want us to use? Those bar graph numbers, okay?
34 plus
Let me look and see.
13.
From 600 to 749. So I'm looking from here to here. These 3 bars.
Oh, it would be 25 plus 40.
25 plus 43 plus 25. Do we see a 93? Yeah. Or it's going to be something close. Like if you're off a number, just, go with your closest. So 19 is A.
700. That's what is that middle one? 25.
Uh-huh. That one is C. Are we going too fast?
Less than 600. It's gonna
It's gonna
be
be like
3%.
93. What's
Mm-hmm.
what's 20 is 700 to. So let me just try that out.
Those confuse me because sometimes you just add the numbers, and then other times you have like number 21D, multiply percentages.
On these,
Yeah.
you're just, when it's the bar graph, you're just adding the numbers.
So we never use 34 and stuff?
Not on the bar graph one. That's different. In just a second, we're getting, this one was the weird one that has a bar graph. Okay. This one is where we're going to start doing those numbers, okay? Where we're going to sketch our own normal curve.
Normal curve labeling.
Okay.
We're so close to being done.
3 standard.
Yes, we won't finish today, but we'll finish on Monday. That's why your test is going to be on Tuesday, unless y'all are ready Monday.
You said we could start on Monday and finish Tuesday.
Yeah, if y'all are ready to start at Monday, you can.
But if we're not gonna be here tomorrow, then we're not gonna finish it.
No,
So we're
that's
gonna
why we
finish
should
it
finish it
Monday.
Monday. But last time, that's what y'all did. I don't care when you started. Last time, remember y'all did that? Y'all were like, oh, we're going to take it on Friday. Y'all should
Oh
on
yeah, we
Thursday.
finished it. We finished
Like y'all
in
took
20
it
minutes.
right after I got done with the study guide. So I don't care. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is first, draw my normal curve the best that I can. And it says the height of corn stalks in a field. The average height is 65 inches. So I put that as my mean, right? 65. And a standard deviation of 2.7. So I'm gonna, 1, 2, we have 3 standard deviations. I'm gonna have to add all those numbers. 1, 2, 3. So what is 65 plus 2.7?
67.7.
Plus 2.7.
70.4.
Plus 2.7.
73.1.
Very good. Now I'm gonna take that 65 and I'm gonna what? Minus 2.7.
62.3.
Minus 2.7.
59.6.
What's up on that? And then minus 2.7.
56.9.
Thank you for all these. Okay, and then it says sketch our normal curve. I've labeled my horizontal axis at 1, 2, and 3 standard deviations from the mean. That's it.
Oh.
That's all it wants on that one. Okay, they didn't tell me to find anything. Done. Does that make sense, y'all?
Yeah.
Okay. Now on some of these others, can I erase that or not yet?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Oh,
What time is it?
it's time to go.
Oh, it is. So this is our last one for the day, okay?
Oh,